Sitting down with Keith Urban, and let's get right to it. This morning, CCMA announcement. You're going to be performing this year.
Yes, indeed.
So, first time to Hamilton?
No, we played in Hamilton when the stadium was open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is it different playing the CMAs compared to the CCMAs in the Canadian crowd versus the American crowd, if you will?
I think it's all pretty similar at this point. Yeah.
Now, Graffiti U, awesome album.
Thank you.
Was it hard to follow Ripcord?
Well, I didn't think about that when I went and... I never think about the previous record when I go make an album. I just go in the studio and start creating, which is really... I mean, that's where the graffiti part of the title came from, because the studio is like a blank canvas to me. And I just go in, no preconceived idea, just start writing, creating, collaborating.
Now, you're very good, obviously, at writing and performing. Can you paint? Can you do art at all? Can you do graffiti?
Not very good.
Not at all?
Not very good, no.
No?
Music's my form of that.
Yes,
yeah.
Good. Now, you have lots of collaborations on this album, too. A lot of females, too. Do you think collaborations find you? Do you find them? Do you go out looking for them?
That's a great question. I think it's probably a mix of it, all of it, really. I find certain people create that I lean into. I'm interested, you know, like when you hear a song on the radio and you want to turn it up for whatever reason. You don't know the beat, the sound, the singer, the lyric, something speaks to you, and I'm the same. I mean, music speaks to me, and I either Shazam something and tag it, or make a note of who that person is, and even behind the scenes, not just, it doesn't have to be the singer. I'll be like mad looking at Wikipedia to see who's the writer on it, who produced it, who played on it, who mixed it, who did everything, and I just remember all those people's names, and then sort of reach out to people like that to collaborate.
Now, do you find it different collaborating with different genres compared to country, like when you're with Carrie Underwood and Eric Church versus Julia Michaels? And
no, it's you're just creating. Yeah. Because I don't think in terms of genre when I create. I never have. I create whatever music I'm sort of absorbing at the time, filters through and comes out in the music.
Now, I love that you've kind of got a mix of every genre in Graffiti U. Like, you've got a little EDM, a little Daft Punk feel in there. You've got your typical country. Was it hard to pick the track listing? Did you have to cut it down a lot?
I cut it down a lot, yeah.
A lot?
Yeah,
How many unreleased tracks were there?
Maybe, I may have re-recorded maybe 20 odd songs, probably. But I put it together like a set list, like I'm playing live. I start with the song I want to open with and what I want to follow that with immediately. I think how I want to close the show, and then the journey I want to take in between.
Now, this is going to be a tour like no other. What can we expect from Graffiti U?
A fun, buoyant, euphoric night out, hopefully. We're taking Lindsay Ella on the road on Canada.
Yeah, so
Canadian
she's making
dates.
the London stop.
Yeah.
Now, did you look for your openers, or did it kind of just fall into place
Lindsay
as well?
was a natural fit.
Yeah.
We have a song on the album called Horses.
Horses.
And she's a great player, too.
Yes.
So we'll have to find a song to shred together as well.
Now, do you play guitar with her a lot when you guys are collaborating and
We
when
will
you're
be.
recording Horses? Yeah.
Definitely. No, she only sang on Horses, but
Okay.
we'll definitely find a song if she can play as well.
Now, this album, #1 in Canada.
Yes, thank you.
Incredible.
Unbelievable.
What process did you go through with Coming Home being one of the very first singles other than female?
It felt right for me as far as the fusion of things that go into that one song. We've got a Mel Haggard lick, which is what sort of was the musical foundation of the song.
Yep.
Writing it with Julia and having her sing on it. J.R. Rodham, who produced it with me and did the track. There's just an interesting mix of styles and colors and musical fusions that all went together into that song. So it felt like, for me, it actually feels like the first single off the album.
When we first got sent the single, just like you mentioned, just that lick that you guys had cranked a little was what we turned it up right away. We're like, this is going to be big. Now, I picture it as a new version of if you would make a Canadian Wizard of Oz, click your cowboy boots together and you're going home. I feel like that is what it brings out, and everyone feels that way no matter where they are, no matter what they do.
Yeah.
Home is something different.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you crave home a lot?
Well, I mean, it's such a metaphoric thing, isn't it? It's not even just a place sometimes, it's a feeling. We just shot the video for Coming Home, and it was hard capturing all of those things within the video, but I think we did it in a very surreal way. But home for me is just wherever Nick and the girls are. It doesn't matter where they are, that's home.
When you're planning a tour and you're planning your time out, do you go back and forth with how much you change off the stage and how much you get everything prepared for the audience and how they're going to connect with you?
I like to keep everything as fluid as possible. I mean, certainly when we're putting a tour together, you have a certain structured set list, but that'll ebb and flow as the tour goes along, and I'm always making quarterback calls during the show, because certain things you just feel like in the mood for something else, like scrap that song, let's do this.
Does that happen a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does it throw everybody else off?
A little bit.
A little bit, but that's the exciting part, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, you got to be spontaneous. I mean, you got to be able to shorten things, extend things, skip a song, just do something else. Yeah, because for me, it's only about connecting with the audience. That's the only thing that matters to me, is making that connection. I want to make the connection and then go on a ride together. But if we get disconnected because of this cluster of songs, then we've missed the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a favorite track on Graffiti U?
Just the ones between the beginning and the end.
So them all.
Yeah.
Love them all.
Well, I love them all for different reasons.
Right.
That's how that to me is how they ended up constituting the track list.
Which is incredible. We're very excited for you to come to London with Lindsay L.
Thank you, me too.
Budweiser Garden's going to be a great show, and especially because she's now teaming up at the CCMAs as well.
Indeed.
With High Valley coming out as well, which is incredible. Have you seen High Valley?
I haven't seen them live, no.
No, you are going to be blown away.
I
They're
bet.
going to be very good.
Yeah. No pressure, High Valley.
No pressure, boys. Not at all. Thank you very much.
You bet.